SAS Basics Unleashed Key Skills for Career Advancement. So, before diving into it, let me introduce. He completed the Form D in 2021 December from Andhra University. He worked as a DMO at Mamata Academy of Medical Sciences, had exposure towards emergency casualty and OPD in patient counseling. In 2022, he joined Clinical SAS Domains. He is a SAS certified base programmer for SAS 9.4. 9 months of work experience in clinical SAS programming, including SAS based SAS Marco, SAS Graphs, SAS SQL, SAS ODS, and SAS STAT. He has an experience in clinical trials and data analysis, knowledge of clinical trial data standards such as CDIS, and generosity SAS datasets and reports visualizations to support data analysis, developing and implementing data qualifying and program procedures, developing and maintaining SAS programs for clinical trials, ability to write and review programming specifications. He used to create and validate analysis datasets and tablets, listing and figures, the knowledge of FDA guidelines and requirements such as FDA and ICH. He is a trainee statistical programmer for SDTM, ADAM, and TLF end-to-end test task. So the students who are interested and want to know about SAS will be beneficial from this. So stay tuned and please make it so clear that your mic is muted. And now to the session. Sir, we welcome you to this event. Dr. Shiva Shankar, the stage is yours, sir. We are willing to hear it.
Yes. Hello, everyone.
Yeah, sir. Good evening, sir.
Yeah. Hi. Good evening. I'm audible now.
Yeah, sir. You're audible, sir.
Yeah. Okay. I will share my screen. Yeah. Good evening, everyone. Myself, Shiv Shankar Parsa. I have completed my Form D in 2021 December. I have to work in some DMO in MAMS Academy of Life Sciences to work with me. After that, I will enter to in the IT sector in clinical data management and statistics and biostats. These are in a different types of the sectors right now. Completely, I have to core programmer in a SAS programming. So let us start with a discussion about in today's session and completely in a base SAS programming. Do you know about in a, all of there in a completely statistics software like SAS? That means in a statistical analysis and software are technical in a different types of the tools. Some market will be going on every day in a upcoming new develop in the R programming. Still right now there are in a some like those in a still ongoing to the market in a R programming. It's not completed to develop in the standardized to automations. We have to search for that in a limited theories and dictionaries are there in a R programming. So we will completely discuss about in the SAS. That's like in a completely in a programming basis. These are in a SAS is a every time and everyone they can work within a familiarized tool. They can easily approaches for the this tool, technical this tool. It's completely you write in the your programming. For example, you created in the one data on programming step to compare within the other step, other procedures like these are using the different types and functions procedures. These are all the relevant to the programming basis. This tutorial will be completely in the SAS. So completely in programming, these are the table of the content. We will import the data into the external environment to SAS environment. So after that, once the data will be ready to the in statistical tool, we should manipulate it and modify and retrieving whatever it may be. They can completely your prospectus and your guidelines and your spec of the updated. You can modify the data. It's not for modify to original results. They can convert to the data into STDM targets. Some standard will be maintained in the CDSP guidelines. That is called we should manipulate it. We will transforming into the data into standard format. That is called in a STDM. So completely in a ready for that. Once data will be received the raw data and any source data, we will completely update it to the STDM format. After that, we will analyze the data. Once the data stability will be completed, after that in the Adams.
Sir,
So
sorry to interrupt, sir. We couldn't see your screen.
my screen.
Yeah, sir, couldn't see it.
Is it okay, my screen?
Sorry, sir.
My screen is not visible.
Yeah, sir, noted, sir. Yes, sir. Now we
This
could,
is
sir. We could see it. Yes.
okay. So I will. So completely in a statistical programming perspective. So like in a SAS, these are the approaches to in a different sectors and different fields. Not only SAS for using the only clinical domains, they can use in the agriculture domains and bank sectors. These are the every time they can analyze the data, they can comfortable to and familiarize to work within the. This is a technical tool. Once data will be ready to the in the SAS tool, they can modify and utilize any transformations, any updations, any retrieving perspectives, any re-retrieving perspectives. These are all the modifications will be updated. That is only your responsibilities and your updations and your key responsibilities. These are in a data management like this is in one technical team. And another one is a warehousing, reporting, analysis, and machine learning. These are the different technicals are there using the perspectives of the scenarios. Yes, this is in a completely basis. It's like completely any core programmer and any big programmer, any mid programmer, any lead programmer. These are completely using in this type of the scenarios. These are the introduced in the SAS software. It's like I will show the yeah. This is an one one into software like SAS software. These are in a four types of the editor windows. First one, you write the code that is called your programming. That is called in a editor windows. And once you write the programming and any code, they can check within the log window. That is called in a log window. Log window, nothing but they have to you have to any mistakes and any warnings. These all are information so they can available. It's a like completely mirror process like that is called in a log window, result window. Once the result window, they can update it your result. Once you write the code, these are the work or not within this perspectives or is in a result windows. And another one is a output window. You're completely programming and want to another steps, they can completely it's like showing into the result window. This is an basic programming like. These are the completely different types of the dictionaries are there. One is a medical dictionary and another one is a CTs. Yeah, this is an one basically programmer they can write in the some simple steps that is called in a one code. This is an in a log window. They can you have to write the programming and this is called any warnings, note files, updations. These are the all informations available in the log window. These are the result window. Once we have to done the data sets, this type of the result will be come into the this windows. These are the libraries. Some example maps, stat docs, SAS help, SAS users. So these are now or some libraries are there in some permanent libraries. These are stored in the different types of the work libraries. It's a depends on in the study base. You have to create the own libraries and you have to delete the some permanent libraries. So these are the requirements into the process of the study ongoing. These are the following for the some rules and regulations of the statistic. For example, you write the code. One data step will be write down in the your programming. Every programming can be basis to completed in the data steps. That is the data is in a keyword. Every statement end within the semicolon. Whatever you write the program in 15 lines, 10 lines, 20 lines, that is in your scenarios and your respective then every statement will be end within the semicolon. And no differences between the proc step and the data step. Data step is every statement they can end within the semicolon. That is in a proc step. They can only use for the three types of the semicolons are there. One is the data start within the proc SQL, and another one is a end within the semicolon, and last one is a if the end of the result window, they can stop within the your semicolons. That is a major differences between the proc and data step. All must be contains 1 to 30 character. For example, you created in the one data step. That store will be library in the one data set name that is called in a data step. It's a maximum length of the character is a 1 to 30. It's a below. Other than 33, 34, SAS is not accepted. This location will be this file and your locations not reachable to in the SAS understanding. That is called an error log. Yeah. Previously, I will discuss about in a proc step and data step. These are the every statement they can run statement, data step, and proc SQL. Every statement they can end within a quit statement. Yes, this is the one basic program in a base as in a data step. This is called in a data into the keyword. This is an in a your data set name. This is an a three types of the variables are there. It's a completely proc print. They can your code will be displayed in the one result. These are the different types of the functions and different types of the functions procedures. It's a required to for example, you converted the data into vertical to horizontal format. You have to write down in the some procedures will be there. Some proc step and proc before proc statement. Some conditions are there. You can use in the case when condition. It's a like in if then else statement. So completely data step will be write down in the if then else statement. After that, you have to advanced programming. They can use from in the case when conditions. So like said, it's a nothing but to the where to the restrict the data. Your data is where did you locate it? The statement will be used. So they can pick up in the your SAS tool. They can store that in your data. These are the sorting the data. It's like some age and mean, median, standard deviations. For example, these are the different types of the locations are there. For example, you sorted the data. For example, basically SAS programming, you will be majorly display in the ascending order to descending order. Some scenarios you have to only descending order. Some values are there in a typically low value to high value. So that is called you have to sort the data. And after that, you have to transport the data into formatted. Yeah. And one other most dynamic procedure to proc means and proc summary. Proc means these are the, for example, you have to calculate the one group of the values. That is called n mean, median, and standard deviations. Mean nothing but, for example, one data step and one group of the subjects are there. You have to total group of the mean value. Mean value you have to find out minimum value and max value. I will show the total concept of this session. These are the importing and exported the data, creating. These are all functions and procedures. It's required to use of this study particular studies. So you have to modify the data and you have to truncate the data. These all functions and all procedures you have to every time they can move within the practice. And another most important then joins. For example, you have to create the one merging concept like for example, you have to data will be in the only different tools and different techniques. You have to data in a two more than variables and in a one table and on the table. You have to join the variables. So joining nothing but they have to subsetting into the one table, one data set that is called in a joins. These are all are there in a SAS functions, put function and input, sub str, index, scan and find and compress. So these are the explained to so much of lengthy topic. You have to once go to the Google it. You have to available the information. Nothing but you have to convert the data into character format to numeric format, numeric to characters. For example, one string is there. These are the so many of strings. They can only find out in the word. You have to only pick up in the word. That is called in a substr. Find scan function. You have to compress the data. You have converted the data into multiple ways. Another one is you have to SAS formats and functions. You have to main establish the in a SAS software. Any data and any dates will be converted into ISO format. That is main functions they can use in the into CK and Inex. These are the added to the data and added to the years and added to the months, added to the dates. These are the advanced programming that is called a proxy queries. It's completely simple programming that I have to connect. Once data will be ready to the CDM team, they can like you have to start it in your programming. These are the data management activities. It can be handled in the only largest or no different types of the source of the formats. After that, SAS can be used in the statistical analysis. These are then a completely descriptive perspective like mean, median, standard deviations analysis, and retrieving. These are the all surveillance they can use it in the only for any statistical currently market they can ongoing in the 9 point version. These are the safety reconciliations, reporting, data management activities. These are the add-ons. Finally, reports are generated to the SAS team. It's like a programming. Can we prepare within that trial of the reports? So completely all are there in a summary of the tables. These are the IASA, clinical transport reported, CSRGD guides, and the ADRG guide. These are the regulatory bodies. So they can you have to submit it in the some documents. For example, STDM standard data will be come. After that, you have to no need it to some Pinnacle 21 issues are there. You have to mention that in all queries and all scenarios, so they can in a CSRGD files and ADRG files. It's completely relevant to the variables. Like for example, demographic are there one data set. These are the it's a completely subject initial informations and essential standard variables like it's a completely whatever it may be subject object to some it's like what is the BMI, what is the gender, what is the race, ethnicity. Some subject will be what type of the randomizations they can treated in the drug, AMCD, ACTAM CD, and AMDR. All informations are there in available in the one data set. These are the submitted into the. Yeah, hello. Yeah, hi. Any questions?
Sorry, sir, someone has accidentally unmuted theirs.
Okay. These are the reports are generated to the STDM formats, and after that it's completely they can analyze the in a Adams format. These are the Adams nothing but it completely in a flags or derivatives. One is a baseline flag and another one is a proper protocol safety flags. These are the completely only for the informations are available into the analysis flags. Once analysis will be done, after that you go to in the TLFs. So TLF nothing but in a listings figures, all data will be transposed into the on A4 sheet like in a single document are there. For example, safety. Once participated in the clinical trials, one study will be ongoing into the 40 subjects. 40 subjects standard data will be available. Safety. What type of the either test drug or reference drug safety, how it will be matched. They can curve lines on what all the information these are available into the flags. After that, you have to generate the graphs and listings. It's a depends on any requirement. It's a client requirement or in a sponsor requirement, any study specifications. These informations are all to the management of the approaches. It's a like an ad hoc report. These are informations all are no and completely in a clinical phases of the trials. Anyone they can idea about in this type of the phases. Most of them informations are all critically they can BA studies and CT studies are although once CT studies will be ongoing into the some duration are there. For example, they can in a safety phases is in a very lengthy of the phases. So like 4 to 5 years. So depends on in the molecules. Not for any every time 4 to 5 years. It's a depends on the molecule. The other one is the last phases of the post marketing. These two phases are some critically randoms. Uh, so completely programmer perspectives. What are the need of the requirement documents? These are the randomizer control domain. These are the double blind. So these are the study designs. These are the double blind. It's nothing but any only investigator and any site activities. These are patient, any volunteer participants. These are the completely know about in the these phases. Also nothing but they can shuffle to the marketing of the drug. For example, you have to testing in the test and reference drug. You have to shuffle it. Parallel drug, nothing but it's only in the one drug. It's a for example, you have to divide in the number of the groups. But you have to treat in the only one drug. That is called parallel crossover test or reference in non-randomized trials. Before screening, after screening, and any harm signals. Harms nothing but they can in a treatment of the drug. After that, we have to completely go into the CDISC standards. You know about in the STDM and Adams define XML. Oh, it's like a define XML nothing but you have to standardize the spec. You have to, for example, programmer will be writing the programming. What type of the guidelines and you have to write the programming. Oh, what is the variable? What is the variable level? What is the metadata? These are all informations on variable lengths. We have to follow in the some specifications, some guidelines. These are informations are all code and code list and control terminologies can include it in the define XMLs. For example, programming prospect, we have to receive the data. One is main approaches to the protocol and blank CRF and SAP and mock shell. So completely these are the specifications and you have to write down in the first scenarios in STDM data will be standardized. They have to procedures from the Adam spec and STDM spec. After that, we have to write down in the analysis purpose. They have to write down the Adam spec. It's a completely production and QC prospectus. These are the workflow. For example, programming perspective, first we have to see in the case report forms, CRF. So he is a programming, he is annotated within the same variables it's from in the client variables. You have to annotate it in the C disk variables. You have to write down in the only for in a C disk variables. This is a completely programming prospect. Once raw data will be into the CDM, clinical data management thing. You have to standardize the data from in STDM. Once STDM data will be completed in Adams, Adams data will be completed to the DLS. These are the workflow of in the variables and domains. These are the transformations, guidelines, and performance validations. These are the different types of the domains are there. Series domains are there. First in a general observations, interventions, events, and special purpose. Special purpose, nothing but you have to in a selected variables and selected domains are there. Demographics and subject elements, subject visits. Hello, all are you there?
Yeah, sir.
All are you there? Hello. I can get
Yeah,
into
sir.
the
They are there, sir.
Is there any more questions? Anyone is not getting? Hello. Chat document. Is there any difficulty questions? And you have to any ask for that in your relevant scenarios. I will guide you and I will support them into these particular topics and scenarios.
Okay, so from comment section, we have a question from Madi. Where are the SAS program institute is available?
Just, it's a good question to in whiteboard. They can completely available in the SAS programming. Any more questions? And
You
any
can ask your queries in
technicals
comment section, guys.
and any technical issues and any in CDISC standards and how to learn in the CDISC guidelines and where did you started to the learning in a base and advance. Shall I wind it up for the sessions? You have to any more ask for that in a question? Shall I wind it up?